Okay, my name is William Chip Summerall. I'm the owner of this Sea Ray that we have here. I had an insurance claim with Progressive. My friend and I had left the dock, went about maybe 200 yards or so, and ended up hitting something in the bottom, on the bottom of the floor bed there in the creek, I guess you'd call it. But anyway, we did damage to the boat. I didn't even know I had insurance to actually cover bottom strikes, is what I found out it was called. But anyway, after getting over a sickness and running my business, I ended up giving Progressive a call. They sent a fellow out, an adjuster, and he came out and said, well, he didn't see any damage. And I'm like, well, how can you miss the damage? Well, this video is to demonstrate what you may need to do in order to get your claim properly handled. It may not be you describing it properly. It may be the adjuster not doing due diligence and able to get your claim handled, as I have found out by talking to the adjuster. As you can see here on this video, these outdrives are being held up by these straps. Now, the outdrives are being held up by straps because I had to transport it 250 miles from the coast to here, and when the strap's not on it, of course the outdrives would hit the ground. Now these are pretty heavy, so I want to do one of these for you. I know that the adjuster never undid the straps to see what it was, nor did the marina that they had me take it to, trying to prove that it was electrolysis, because I'd marked the straps. I do that so that I can tell if I need to tighten, make sure these things are tightened, if they slip pretty much any at all. But mostly did it on this case just to see if they were ever going to touch it. With it being marked, they'll never go back in the same place again, so that's just nature of the beast. But as you can tell, these aren't hard to undo. This would have raised concern to me if I was working for an insurance agency, saying, why has this boat got straps on it holding it up? Obviously something's happened. Anyway, that was never discussed. Not until I spoke to the adjuster on Friday, and he said, I reiterated the fact that I hit something in the water. I'm not claiming electrolysis. I'm trying to tell you I hit something in the water, and if I didn't hit anything, what knocked off the outdrives? And he told me, he says, well, the outdrives were attached when I went there, and then it dawned on me, they never undid the straps.
Right.
These are really easy to undo. As you can see right here, just pull that little lock, hold that up. I want to grab it because this is going to hit the ground. Yeah, now that's attached all right.
Yeah, they definitely took it right off. It broke it up in here. It broke it right, the whole thing right off. It's been held on by the cords and stuff, the electric cords. And
so you remove this strap, get it out of the way, and all of a sudden, you know, yeah, that's attached.
Yeah, that's not attached. And this one's also broken over here. You can see it's not in the right spot, and it's broken at the bottom.
It also cracked and busted the down here, as you can see.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it?
It busted that one. It busted the hydraulics. It, you know,
all this was torn to pieces, in other words.
I saved the boat from sinking. You know, turned around, plugged it back in to ship to shore power when we get it back. Next thing I know, when I go back to get it with the trailer, that I can't crank either engine. The batteries are dead unless it's plugged in, because of the charger on it is running the pumps and everything. So without even plugging it in, it definitely would have sank. Because when I got back, it had a whole lot more water in it than what I left it with. And that's because the only thing keeping the water out of it was a little rubber boot right there.
Oh yeah.
So this was laying on the ground.
So it's being held on by all the innards.
Yeah.
But not by the outdrive itself. It's broken off right here.
Yeah, as you can tell, this here
is certainly broken, yes.
And it's all, you know.
Yeah.
So at any rate,
Yeah.
I'll hold the camera and let Mr. Main here speak a little minute. He's a
Well,
20-year veteran here.
Yeah, well, I was 40 years in the insurance business. I happened to be an agent with Progressive from
Get you out of the
92.
sun here.
From 92
there we
until from 92 until 08. I wrote about $500,000 of premium with Progressive with a very low loss ratio, boats and RVs. Anyway, Progressive. I was with Chip when this happened. He turned the wrong way around where there was a buoy. He went straight instead of left, basically. And anyway, when that happened, we hit. And when we hit, he backed it off with only one engine running. This one had quit. That would be the starboard
there it
engine
goes.
had quit. And the port engine somehow got us back. And so we went back to our marina, which is about 200 yards away. So we're only about 600 feet from it. Anyway, going out, it's Smith Creek by Oriental, North Carolina. And it's sort of shallow where we were until you make the buoy that I was talking about, big red buoy, you turn left. He instead went straight inadvertently, probably forgot or whatever. Anyway, that's how this happened. So as an agent for Progressive back in the day, I don't recall them ever denying a claim completely, but in this case they are blaming it on mechanical failure, but he actually struck an object, and they should negotiate some relief for Chip.